Putting all this here really has no practical purpose whatsoever. I just did it for the tube. That's what I'm working with. I'm going to move them out the way again. Hello my festive friends, thank you for joining me at home today for the last in my series "'Twas the Month Before December. I hope you'll have a lot of festive fun as I decorate my bedroom office for Christmas, with maybe a little help from Alfie. Festive friends, I'm going to begin with the top of the desk, which means I'm going to find the box which has all that good stuff in first of all. Okay, I have the garland for the top of the desk. Beyond that, what's the plan, Stan? I wish Stan could tell me the plan. I don't really have one at the moment. I want to do something similar to last year, but a bit different because I've got some new bits. Let's get on with the garland and see where we head. The garland is up, the red berry garland, and I've dug out some more Christmas books because I obviously want to incorporate the festive reads. And I found the two boxes that have the desk things inside, and I'm so excited to open them. I love this part. Boy, doesn't that look Christmassy? Oh, the wreath's in there. I need to take Churchill down now. Churchill is down. And the wreath is up. What next? What next? I think that bubble wrapped one. That's important, that one. Very important. This is one of my favourite things to remove from the bubble wrap in the box each year. I absolutely love this. It's wooden and it's gilded in gold. A beautiful nativity scene. It's just beautiful. It takes pride of place up on the top of the desk. Next thing we need is some advent candle lights. You know, those ones that go up in like a step design. Everybody used to put in their windows. That was so lovely in 90s. We still have some of those somewhere. But anyway, we need those. Last year, I went on a complete organisational kick when I put the decorations away. And those are in with the light box, not the top of the desk box. It was like a sort of cross-referencing dilemma I had. These need about 20,000 AA batteries. The berries are somewhat occluding the baby Jesus, so I might need to work on the placement. On my camera, the sky just looks really blue, but out there it looks so snowy. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for you, festive friends, because the first flake of snow this evening will be out there, okay? How magical. It's like the most perfect day to decorate for Christmas inside. I'm so cozy. I got some festive PJs on and it's just lovely. Very atmospheric. It's the most perfect conditions for decorating, and I will keep my eyes peeled. We had a little bit this morning, but it was so wet and rainy last night and into the early morning hours that it just had no hope of settling. But the chunks were quite big, so I'm hopeful they'll return. I wonder what this one is. Oh, it's the Russian dolls. The Father Christmas ones. I know where to put these exactly. I'm going to take a Christmas book and use it as a little bit of height for the Russian dolls. Like so, there they are, and they've been joined by my little retro Bambi, and a couple of robins have flown on in and settled very nicely on my garland. Time for some books behind the Russian Father Christmases. My first ever Bible. The Toy Maker by Robert Dinsdale. This is relatively modern, but it is a beautiful atmospheric read. A little enchanted toy shop only appears to those in the know. Magic happens. The Hogfather, Terry Pratchett. The adaptation of this for TV, also very good. A whole collection of Dickens at Christmas time. This is glorious. It has some of his most well-known stories and some little lesser-known articles that appeared in his magazine. gorgeous leather-bound volume of Hans Christian Andersen. Look at the enchanted Prince Toad! And Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. I reckon I've got room for a couple of little uns on the end there. This Old Christmas by Washington Irving is just simply divine. Please have a little read. It is so perfectly festive. It's a gorgeous little book to dig into. It's a collection of stories, and Washington Irving actually inspired Dickens' King of Christmas. This is all looking very, very, very similar, if not identical, to what I did on my desk last year, but I have a bag of new tricks behind me. So I've replaced the retro reindeer with one of my new little pieces. This is from TK Maxx and it's Martha Stewart, and it's this gorgeous LED candle. It lights up. I need to put some batteries in because the little try me button I pulled out. But this is so pretty. I love that it's a candy cane and it is so, so bright. But what is best about it is a little wee Willy Winkle holder. I absolutely think that's so cute. And this is so vintage looking to go with my oldie worldy book collection. So cute. That looks nice. Pop some wire lights on top of the books just to give it a bit more light. Festive friends, how adorable is this little angel? I got her from TK Maxx this year. I need to get a little LED taper candle to put in her little hat there, but I'm thinking I might add her there to the book section for now. Do you like it? I quite like it. This is sweet. It's all lit up and lovely. There's a little sprig of mistletoe on top of the books and some of those wire lights. I just binned them. 2 sets of those because they were in a right old fiddle. We'll use fiddle. And yeah, they've gone in the bin. They were just non-salvageable. So I've put the actual set that is not in a fiddle on top of the books, and that looks nice. It will look really lovely, like really dark when all the lights are off. Candles lit now, and these advent candles. I've also popped these cute little bark signs throughout my garland. Hello, Robin. Hello. And some of these little green picks as well running along. This section I'm very, very happy with. And I've got my little I Believe badge there from Miracle on 34th Street. I love that. It's just, I get a kick out of displaying that each year. So this section's looking good. The Nutcracker's cute. I do need a long taper candle for the little angel, but I might leave it like that, to be honest. It's not a desperate situation. But let me twist you. This is what's happening over here. I've got my beautiful nativity scene. That's staying put. I've got a little candle. That needs a battery. Doing that in a minute. I've temporarily put these little candle singing mice here. You can also put little tea light candles in there. Bambi's here. And the church. I've put a vase there because this section desperately needs foliage. I want to sort of do what I did at Halloween with a big excessive floral display. So I need my tree picks for that because I do have some green ones that obviously won't work in my pink tree. So I'm going to see what I can do. If not, we're going to have to take a little impromptu trip to the Chelsea gardener. That's always a good thing. So there's more of the little bark all the way through. It's looking good. Let me take you down to the surface because I've got my tree bark here with my lovely little peace letters. They're on top of books. Aren't they so lovely? It's like the nativity story. And I fell in love with these because they're on top of golden books. And obviously it's the greatest story ever told. So I like this here for the surface of the desk. I've got a big glittery Santa boot, which I've just shoved a little flocked faux tree inside. It's all my notebooks and such that need to stay there. And then over here, this very, very special photo frame is for my little golden boy, little Alfie baby who loved Christmas time. And I'm finding it quite a struggle to not see him lying under the tree, I must admit. So he's going to go in there, going to get the picture sorted. And then I've got a few more books here. I've got a biography of Prince Albert, because, you know, he bought us the Christmas tree. A lovely biography of Charles Dickens. That's an excellent, excellent book. This is my special Old English Christmas Folio Society book, which I've been reading again before bed. And that book there is fake, but I love, I love the spine. I got it from TK literally the other day. Look how pretty it is. And I like it because it says St. Nicholas. I like it when Father Christmas is called St. Nicholas. And I've also got this book. This book isn't Christmassy, but it reminds me of Christmas because my very special friend Patricia sent me this book last year. It is not only a fantastic read, it just brings back so many lovely memories of being lucky enough to receive it from her. So I might dig into that again while I'm enjoying a nice hot cup of something. Cocoa, mulled wine. Brilliant book. And I've also just popped a few of my favourite children's Christmas books here alongside my little golden cherub and my Believe sign. I love this so much, the Believe sign. And that there is actually a stocking holder, which I'm going to put Alfie's stocking on this year. I love that. I got that from Anthropology a couple of years ago. And that's how that's all looking. See, it needs the foliage, right? So, Festive Friends, I kept this box out because I saw that and it had my little peace sign nativity in. And I thought, oh, brilliant, this has got more desk things in. It hasn't, it's just got more baubles. I already found a massive one of these tubs which has all the baubles, and I was like, excellent, that's organised. But this has got more baubles. They seem to have multiplied, or my thing for the baubles is much worse than I thought. It's literally chocker all in there, like the bags have got baubles in. There's packs of baubles in there that I bought last year that I forgot about. Wow, we're going to have to get started on the tree soon. Now that's a bit better, isn't it? I dived into my box of picks and I took out a couple of these snow dusted firs. I would like another one of those in there ideally, or near to one of those, to pad it out a bit more and give it some more green. I popped in some gold holly, gold glittery holly, gold berries and some white berries. And I'm so much happier now there's a bit of foliage. Doesn't that just look lots better? Like I say, it does need to be padded out a little bit more, but I am much more contented now. I couldn't have gone to the bed seeing that empty vase for the night. So I am 100% happy with the progress so far of the top of the desk. We probably will go to Chelsea Gardener to look for some more stems, but obviously we can't go now because it's 10:30. I'm going to have something to eat and I'm going to call it a night, I reckon. I have, though, popped on some headgear for Yogi here. Some festive headgear. Got that bauble one at the minute, but I might also switch it up through the season with these two. Give him a bit of a change. How funny is that? It looks so strange. Good night, Festive friends. See you tomorrow. Oh, just before I go, I was really enjoying how this Willy Winkle candle looked here. So I went online to TK Maxx to see if they had another one that I could balance the scene out with over there. They did not have one, obviously, but I did find something along a similar vein that I think would go really lovely next to the church. So I purchased that and it's been dispatched. I do not know how long this video will take to film because I've got multiple things in the post that I'd really like to include in this video. So we shall see, but it doesn't matter to you because editing is wonderful. But for now, I will say sweet dreams, festive friends. Mwah. Good morning, festive friends. It is finally the weekend, which means we can get on with the Christmas decorating. After a little dig into that book, though. Just had a nice swig of coffee and got my Christmas cozies on, which I plan on staying in all day. It's very rainy outside. I'm still looking out for the snow, festive friends, don't you worry. Last night, my mum and I actually went to Sainsbury's just to get a few bits. We desperately needed some cards for birthdays coming up, and they had so many beautiful Christmas cards in Sainsbury's. Go if you're after cards, they have the best selection. They also had some lovely foliage, which I was really happy to see for my vase. So I'm going to show you what I picked up. I also got a couple of other bits I needed. I managed to get an LED taper candle for our little angel girl here. These are really cool. All the decorations and bits had like about 20% knocked off. So these are about £3 something, I think. And you got 2 in a pack, and they need 2 AAA batteries, and they have a timer. So this one's off at the moment. You can have like a 6 or an 8 hour timer. And I also got some little LED tea light candles, and I don't know if you can see, but there's one in my little carol singing mice. And here's the foliage I got. I got 2 of these, like the Real Touch pine. This is really bushy and lovely. Oh, I'm whacking the bark. I got 2 of these. These were £4.50. I got some classic red berries. These are lovely and bright, and they're lovely and shiny as well. I think those were 4. And I got some lovely mistletoe with gold little berries. How sweet is this? This was 4. And I love the size of the bunch that you get. Really good. The stems are really long, so I've already bent them. But I think this is going to be nice in the display. My mum's also got some little white lanterns that she says I can use. I think it might be nice to have some hanging over the nativity scene. So I'm going to get cracking with making my little floral display first. That's better. Lovely and full and excessive, full of red, green and gold. I love it. And I've left a little room for the lanterns, but my mum's really busy doing, what's she doing? The mantle, I think she's doing. I haven't been in there for a while. Should go and check on her progress. She's doing the mantle at the moment. So I'll ask her to pick out the lanterns in a bit, but there is room for them, and I really like how that's looking now. So lovely. With having a pink tree, I really like to make my desk quite traditional and have the traditional colours, and I think it's working. I'm still waiting for the postman. If you come shopping with me regularly, you will know that I'm always tempted by the floating candles. And when I saw these gold ones from Dunelm, I just took the plunge. These have 10 batteries in, so each one is individual and has a little remote control. And I've popped them on the tree. Let's have a look. What's that spell Dumbledore uses at the beginning of the Philosopher's Stone? Lumos? No. Lumos? Maybe with gusto? Lumos! Hey! This comes with 10, and I have dotted them about the tree. I think they look really pretty. I like how they flicker. Just a little tip, if you get these, they come with a really long invisible string, which is really good, but I didn't open it all up because it was nicely looped, so I just looped it onto the branches. It's fiddly to work with. If it comes out, because it's so fine, and you need, like what I needed, a little magnifying glass to see the little tip, the hole in the tip, what you do is you take off the flame and you thread it through the actual flame, as it were, while it's off, and then it comes out the other end, and then you push it back into position, and there's a little tiny bit that should protrude from the flame. Interesting. It's fiddly. So, alleluia, I'm going to begin on the tree. I am excited now. Now, last year I used these lollipops on the top, and I really missed my elf legs. So, they've got bits of snow on from my old tree. I'm going to de-snow them, and I'm going to use these on the top this year. I just think they're so fun and playful, and I love that these are mismatched. Always the first pick I pop into my tree every time, never fails, always makes me laugh at that recollection of the moment in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where the squirrel comes out of the gigantic house taking over Christmas tree. I adore this little squirrel. Look at him, he's the cutest. Now going to work with these pearls. I have 4 of these and I like to put these quite prominent so that they can be seen. I love the combination of pink and pearls. Obviously, picks may change position when I work on the baubles, but for now they're okay. Debating whether to put these around the desk or into the desk foliage because they're feathers, but they just remind me of quills. These are gorgeous. They are so beautifully glittery and they catch the light with the lovely fairy lights about. So these ones are next. I try to be somewhat symmetrical, but I'm not fastidious about it. I'm not really too worried, but I know when it's right because they just go into position. I don't have to work at it. They just glide on in like Christmas magic. Berries and red ones. And a couple of white berries just for a touch of snow. Left in the tub are 4 pink and red lollipops and 2 pink and red sweets. Now, although I'm not going to put them at the top, the lollipops, I may use them round the back because I face out. So I do like there to be a decorated back of the tree, and these might work. So I'm not going to jump up and down with glee at an empty storage box just yet. In that bag are Christmas cards, old Christmas cards from people. Rest assured that isn't all of them. Our family has a lot of cards that we store because they're so pretty and they got lovely memories attached. So these are some of my favourite ones that I sometimes like to dig out and display. Love using these glittery candy canes. These are so much fun. You will probably have noticed that I've also got lights on my windows. I have replaced these this year. The ones on my windows are new. They're these. I got 2 boxes of these, the Premier 240 Flexi Brights. I really love them because the light, you can tell by the picture, the light is kind of built into the strand. So they look really, really lovely. And they drop just below my windowsill. Love Premier lights. I have 2 of these sets on my tree. The Tree Brights, these are in warm white. I also love the vintage gold ones. I used to have them on my old tree, and we have vintage gold and red on the living room tree, but I needed these because the wire is clear for my pink tree. One parcel has come. Santa, aka my postman, has dropped this off. So this has come from the Christmas Imaginarium, more on that truly magical little place a bit later, but I just wanted to show you what's in this part of the parcel. Now, tomorrow is my birthday and we're doing something particularly festive, so I bought a little gift for my brother and my mum to have because these are obviously for their trees, and I bought one for myself as well because I couldn't leave him there. He was just meant to be on my tree. I'm going to package these up really pretty, and I have a little card as well. We always give each other a little card before Christmas so we can just wish each other a lovely time in the build-up. This one is for my brother. It's Kevin from Home Alone, his favourite Christmas film. Isn't he amazing? He's great. They're really big. And this one is for my mum. It's Clark from Christmas Vacation, complete with his fairy lights. He's amazing. I love his expression and his lovely Santa hat. And look at that vest. And this chap is for my tree. It's Charles Dickens, complete with his edition of A Christmas Carol. I love him. Look at that red jacket. I wonder if he's just about to start orating the novel. This is so cool. I found the Kevin one in Selfridges this year, but I've never seen this one and Lampoon. Festive friends, I'm about to go in with the first bauble on the tree for Christmas 2025, And it's this one, Mary Sweet from Glitterville. I got this at Fortnum & Mason. You know how excited I was to see the beautiful Tennessee based studio come to Fortnum & Mason once again. Isn't she delicious? So Marie Antoinette and wonderful. I love her. I can't wait to get her on those branches. Are you happy there, my queen? I picked up 2 of these beautiful candy cane and pearl baubles from Selfridges this year. I've got a few new little London bits for my special dedicated section on the tree. These are from Marks and Spencer's. I just love the gherkin one. I'm going to put it by a little church and recreate the scene of St Andrew under Shaft and the gherkin from the City of London. And I got this little tube train from Sainsbury's the other night. Festive friends, it is time for the greatest box of all. Bring on the baubles! Here they all are. This is my ultimate favourite part right here. Oh, I can't wait to unwrap them. This is Christmas Day to me. This is actually Christmas Day. This was the one I've just opened first, my beautiful pink glittery Bible. I love putting this front and centre every single year. Oh, how could I have forgotten about you and your jolly face? I'm just opening at random. These ones were on the top. My beautiful man in the moon. Look how beautiful he is. He goes way up top. Festive friends, this is going to be a long video if I unbubble wrap every single bauble on camera. So I'm going to pick a perfect Christmassy playlist that is just right for this magical moment. And I'm going to get on with decorating the tree. And I will catch up with you probably in 98 days' time. I might actually bubble wrap these all back up, obviously at the end of Christmas or when I put my tree away, which is normally February, to be honest, because I just love seeing it. I think I'll bubble wrap them and then wrap them up in wrapping paper, because this genuinely is one of the best parts of pre-Christmas for me. Unwrapping the baubles. Let's make a big occasion out of it. The big man here, the man with the bag, keeps twisting his cute cherubim little face. I reckon he wants to make sure he has a view of the desk, to make sure I'm doing my work, to see if I deserve to be on the nice list. Look, come here, cutie pie. Trust me, I'm being good. I haven't even opened the mulled wine yet. In the words of Miss Dolly, festive friends, let's turn the Christmas music on and trim the tree. Okay, little update. I have placed on all the beautiful shaped baubles, all the lovely glass ones, so one container is completely empty. But down here is the container with all the other round baubles and the pack baubles, which I need to put on, and those are also going to be used at the back. Miscellaneous items just hanging out on the desk here, and including my angel, which is obviously going on last to the top of the tree. So many baubles I was unwrapping, and I just forgot I had this little hundreds and thousands covered Father Christmas and the ho 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 sign. Unwrapping them is just such a joy. Such joy. Now, me and my mum have been working very, very hard today and had such fun decorating Shea Queenies. So now we're going to have something very festive to eat for dinner and go and kick back and watch Strictly Come Dancing at Blackpool this week. So, see you in a bit, festive friends. Well, hello there, my festive friends. Thank you for joining me here back at my desk on this very cold and very rainy winter's morn. Oh my gosh, do I have updates for you since I last picked up the camera to film for this decorating video. Let me fill you in. Firstly, Sunday the 23rd. It's the 29th now, by the way. Sunday the 23rd was my birthday, and way before anybody else got up, I was beavering away digging out all the filler baubles, the smaller ones and the big boys, to put onto my tree to give it that wow, this tree is overladen and exploding kind of look, which I am really into. Maximalism all the way at Christmas time. So I used those to fill them in. I also decorated the back. I put the lollipops and the sweets round the back. That is looking really cool from the outside. Then, on my birthday, I got a special present. Festive friends, we have been joined by another very special festive friend. This is one of my birthday presents from my mum. It's beautiful Alfie Bear from Harrods for Christmas 2025. If you don't know, if you didn't catch that video, Harrods bring out a bear every single year and they name him, and this year they named him Alfie, which was the name of my beautiful little bulldog cross who was 16 years old and who I very sadly had to say goodbye to this year. So I found it ever so spooky that Harrods called their bear Alfie, and my mum, bless her heart, got him for me so he can forever be under my tree at Christmas time, just like my beautiful four-legged little soulmate used to be. He used to love sticking his head under the tree and watching me decorate for Christmas. So look at this cutie. He is absolutely adorable. He has beans in his bum, so he sits down very nicely, and I just love his clothes this year. Look at his little hat and scarf. I love him. I also quite like leaving him on the chair when it's not in use by me. I think he looks rather nice there. I also forgot that I had these gorgeous little light up robins. I got these from John Lewis in the sale last year. They're on a string of 5. I've nestled one inside one of the lower branches of the tree, and the other 4 are sitting atop my Fortnum & Mason hamper, which I always use at Christmas time under the tree for a very practical purpose. I put cards in it and gift tags and all things like that, like gift accessories and smaller gifts to hide them away. I popped a green velvet bow on there, and there's a North Pole Lane sign. So that's looking really sweet. I love those robins. They are so adorable. We have some little deer on the windowsill in the kitchen. I have popped my favourite Christmas photo of Alfie Baby in this frame, but I thought it was a 6x4 frame and it's not, it's bigger, so I need to print a bigger one. But this is my favourite photo of Alfie at Christmas time. It's in my old house and he's with Edgar. My brother bought him Edgar because when Waitrose did that advert with the little dragon, Alfie was obsessed by it. He watched it and I used to call him in and go, Edgar, Edgar, and he used to come and watch the dragon try to breathe the fire. So I love that memory. So after we got back from celebrating my birthday on the Sunday evening, I packed up my little case to get ready to take a trip on the Monday. Don't worry, festive friends, you are coming along with me for this very special Christmassy trip just outside of London. This is going to be my first video in my brand new series for December leading up to the most magical day of them all. I really, really hope you will enjoy it. It's a lovely Christmassy trip, and I found something whilst I was there completely at random, which I think you will absolutely love to see. When I got back from my little trip, rest assured, I had a couple of bags of goodies, which I'm going to share with you in that video when it comes out on the evening of the 1st of December. So not long to wait. The postman had bought some goodies for me, which I'm going to share with you now, and we're going to display. The first one is to match the Martha Stewart candle on my desk. It's this incredibly beautiful little angel, and she's holding a candy cane candle. I love her little Santa cape and her golden wings. She lights up. I'm going to switch her on in a minute to show you. Look at her. She's absolutely lovely. She's by December Diamonds. I absolutely love that company, the American company. She's gorgeous, and I think she'll work so well by the church. I've been so looking forward to putting her in position. I wanted to do that with you, festive friends. Doesn't that look nice? She really suits it there. Look at that. I am so happy with her. I'm really glad I found her whilst hunting for another Martha Stewart candle. She's lovely. And I was so excited when I saw that this had arrived, really surprised actually, because I ordered this from the States and I wasn't expecting it for another couple of weeks. So that was pretty amazing. It's by Old World Christmas. My little toad that I have is also by that brand. I absolutely love their Christmas ornaments and their baubles. So let's open this up and I'll show you what's inside. I have hunted for so long to find a Mrs. Claus that wasn't cooking, baking, holding cakes or cookies. I wanted one where she was shopping, and ta-da! I have found a gorgeous Mrs. Claus for my tree where she's carrying all goodies to give to Mr. Claus for Christmas, and I absolutely love her outfit. Everything about her is perfect. Look at the swish on her dress, her perfect fur trim that's glittered, and that angelic little face. Isn't she just lovely? She is absolutely perfect from Old World Christmas, and I need to find a space for her on this here tree now before I show you the finished product, I guess. Look at her. I just love her. Look at the detail. She's wonderful. Doing our favourite activity, festive friends, shopping. I actually kept the tag of my little Prince Charming frog because of this. Old World Christmas, on the labels, they always write a little something. Look at this. Even Mrs. Claus loves a shopping trip. How adorable. I'm going to keep that in the box too. I've also added my little elf girl with the bottle brush tree hat to one of my windowsills here. I picked her up when we went to check out TK Maxx's Christmas range for this year. I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her. I thought she was so much fun and Toy Town-esque, and I love looking at her here on this side of the tree. I think she is so much fun. I love how shiny she is, and she's got a real sort of vintagey feel. And on the other windowsill here, I added another new TK Maxx purchase, this gorgeous little jolly snowman. I love his candy cane accents. I think he's wonderful. I don't know why, but he just reminds me of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And while we're on the subject, may I wish you all a very belated happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a really beautiful time celebrating with your families, and I am very, very thankful, my followers across the pond, very, very thankful for absolutely all of you. God bless you all, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I have another really, really special new addition to our Christmas decor this year, and it's this beautiful drawing of my favourite photo of Alfie. This was done by a very, very talented young lady called Rebecca. I'm going to leave her Instagram across the screen for you now so you can go and have a look. She's an artist who is local to me, and she very kindly got in touch with me just after she learned that my little Alfie had died, and she said that she had drawn him for me. And I was so blown away, and I knew that this was going into a gold frame, and he's going to be displayed in our house this Christmas time. He's actually going under our tree in the living room because there's a set of bells at the bottom of that tree that Alfie used to absolutely love going to jingle jangle. So we thought we're going to pop this beautiful, beautiful picture in that very spot. Look at this. It's just incredible. The detail, the talent of this young lady is incredible. She does a lot of pictures of doggies, local doggies, but also other celebrities and things. She's a big fan of the lionesses, I know, and she draws them too. So head on over to her Instagram if you'd like to see the talent of a very local artist here in Chelsea. I'd like to just add here a massive thank you again to Rebecca and your lovely mum as well for always being so, so kind, and it's always a pleasure to see you out and about. That coffee has greatly diminished since we've been talking, festive friends. I have one more thing to show you. I've popped Mrs. Claus in this boot for now because she needs a ribbon or a thread to hang her from the tree, and she's also pretty appropriate for this little bit of the video, to be absolutely honest. I have a festive read to share with you all because I know that you love a Christmas book as much as I do, and this one's pretty special. It's this, Mrs. Claus and the Search for Santa by Russell Ince. The author is actually the owner of the Christmas Imaginarium. This is the shop where I purchased Kevin, Clark and Dickens, the Baubles, and he also sells his books there. Now, the Christmas Imaginarium is not only a brilliant website to have a look around, it's also an actual physical shop on the Isle of Wight. And I'm going to show you the little picture inside there that I'm using as a bookmark at the moment. But this book is so wonderful. It's part of a series of books that Russell writes. They're for children, I think, but who the devil cares? Because Christmas is the most magical time to delving back into your memories of childhood. And these books actually really help you do that. This is a really, really special read. I'm not going to give away too much of the plot, but let's just have a little overview. Mrs. Claus opens the door to a very distressed head elf one cold December night, and he reports to her that the iron reindeer, Santa's train, has returned without Santa in it. Now, this is wartime during the 1930s, 1940s. Mr. Claus has gone to London to have a meeting with Winston Churchill and hasn't been seen since. Doesn't that sound exciting? It sounded so up my street, and I will probably purchase a couple more in the series because I love the magical way these are written. And let's face it, they're good looking books. Look how beautiful Christmassy this is with the gold. I can't wait to continue reading this. This little leaflet has some pictures of what the shop on the Isle of Wight looks like. Who knows? Maybe one day we will take a trip there. I bet it would be absolutely beautiful to see. Look at this. I think I read that the author actually trained as an illustrator in America, so that's pretty cool. And there are little pictures in the book too. Have a read, festive friends. Festive friends, I have one more thing to do, the most important thing. I'm going to put my beautiful little angel here on top of my completed, is it though, pink tree. This was a gift from my mum and dad many years ago, and I love her. Let's get her up there. There she is. She has flown up into prime position and is looking out upon a good old Queenie family Christmas. Now, at this point, it's normally customary for me to give you a blow-by-blow account of the baubles, but I have yacked away for so long now, and I've probably given you an earache, and I haven't yet used Carol of the Bells in my decorating video. So I'm going to give you a lovely tour of the baubles to the best song of them all. I will, however, tell you, if you're new here and haven't seen my Christmas decorating videos for the past 3 years, that although I have a lot of mismatched baubles, they do tell a story. They are in sections on my tree, and they do have links between the sections, albeit maybe sometimes somewhat tenuous ones. And this little bauble here was actually from our tree when I was first born. So that's a very special bauble, all the way from 1986. Festive friends, Alfie and I so hope you enjoyed having a look at how we decorated our bedroom office for Christmas this year. I hope soon to show you the living room and my mum's beautiful Christmas village. I will leave you with a tour of the baubles, the best things of all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in a day's time for the first video in my new December series. Thank you so much for watching. Loads of love from London, Queenie, mwah, and Alfie the bear.